Hey guys, Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews here in a really snowy, beaten down sort of Buffalo, New York. Do you know what I mean? We're just, it looks like we just finished our little polar vortex sort of weather. The last 3.5, 4 days here in Buffalo have been treacherous. But I'll be wholly honest with you, I love it. I think that, you know, experiencing weather temperatures and these conditions over winter in a climate like Buffalo, or I'm from Watertown or northern New York, I really think that it surprises people at how tough they are, how resilient they are. And I really do think that it makes you more appreciable when the nice weather comes, and I just love it. So I'll be outside doing reviews for from now on, and no complaining, and that's just the way it is. So we're not really going to do a Buffalo beer today, hoping that my GoPro doesn't give me any problems like it has the last 2 times I've used it. I've been chewing up some of my Buffalo beers, and they just aren't making it onto the interweb. Anyway, we're going to look at a something that seemed really good to me, and it's the Virtuoso by Lord Hobo. This is a New England IPA, a hazy double IPA. This clocks in at 8.8% alcohol by volume with an 80 IBU rating. Man, oh man. On Untapped, let me pull it up here. I don't know why it went away, but it says it's a style-defining New England style double IPA that delivers big on the juice and the haze. Sort of short and curt sort of description there. And from their website, it was even more wonderful to look at. Ella, Mosaic, and Citra hops. They give you a malt profile. It's a Pilsner malt with flaked oats. And they give you all sorts of nice appearance and aroma and taste sort of profiles. Do you know what I mean? So let's see what this thing looks like. It's been negatives here. It's been in the single digits. It just crept up into the 12-degree range today here in my neck of Buffalo. So I let this kind of sit out of the refrigerator for about 10 minutes just to see if I couldn't kind of awaken any sort of those nuances in the aroma and in the flavor. Does that make any sort of sense? It wasn't in underneath some sort of like half frozen slushy fog. You know what I mean? Again, guys, this is the Virtuoso by Lord Hobo. We're going to take a look at this absolutely wonderful looking hazy double IPA. Yeah, vibrant yellows, some pale qualities, some thinner sort of notes around the edges of the glass, but really wonderful. Well carbonated, and it gives you this immaculate white sort of head. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. This is really fresh on the juice, like a fresh squeezed sort of tropical juice vibe. I'd say more of like the grapefruit characters and bits of papaya, really. Man, very bright, very light, especially for, you know, this double 8.8% ABV sort of, you know, background history to it. Smells really light and really bright and really mouth-watering, really. Speaking of which, my mouth is watering right now. Anyway, it's too cold to kind of lament over the aromas. Let's get to drinking this and get back inside. You know what I mean? Wow. It's really sweet. It warmed up nicely. Yeah, I think initially you're going to be met with this overall It's like that candied papaya sort of vibe kicked up to 10. It is sweet. And I think I had one before as my research can, and I kind of noticed that was the vibe through the first can. I wasn't sure if it was just the way that I had drank the beer and paired it with food. I wasn't sure if my palate was just sensitized to it, but it seems to be a sweeter sort of beer. I just want to let you guys, give you the heads up on that. But you do still get, after the sweetness, you get that grapefruit and pineapple and papaya, fresh squeezed juiciness. Wow. When you're drinking and you get that nose down deeper into the glass and you get to kind of pull with your nose as you're drinking it, you get that really cool little sip-mo sort of combo. Nice aroma and flavor-wise. I think the Ella is a great sort of, it's like a nice little leveling out sort of hop. I think it does a nice job with that citrus, piney sort of presence to kind of, I think, maybe help mellow out the sweetness. So, man, this is good. Yeah, and I think the more you kind of get down there and used to the beer, you can pull out some better danky qualities to it. It is extremely enjoyable. It was not what I was expecting a double hazy IPA to be like, especially clocking in at just shy of 9%. This is overwhelmingly drinkable in any sort of circumstance. I will probably say that, with the name like Virtuoso, it's something that's, really skilled in like a talent. Do you know what I mean? With a name like Virtuoso and a description like style defining, it seems to be a little bit heavy on itself. And I don't know, if you love Lord Hobo sort of brews, you might want to play ball with that sort of description. Me, I'm a little bit more of a modest sort of dude, so I don't know, you could take or leave those sort of descriptions, in my opinion. But this is a really solid beer. The last Lord Hobo I think I had on the channel was Glorious, and I thought Glorious was an amazing brew as well. This is up with Glorious in the realm of quality and drinkability and overall making a nice product. You know what I mean? Yeah, mouthfeel is all of that flaked oats smoothness and goodness. So is the cloudiness. Do you know what I mean? You're kind of just left with this oily, viscous sort of coating on the mouth that's all citrus. You do get an ever so slight sort of like a boozy finish with that sweetness, with that mouth coating, but it's not bad. It's a minimal sort of experience. I think that you're going to be really pleased at the way that they hide this 8.8% inside of all of those, inside the body and the smoothness and all of the hop characteristics. I think I probably would have gone for a 4-pack of this instead of just 2, had I had done any sort of research, instead of just kind of, off the cuff sort of purchasing strategies that I usually go into the store with. So I will look for another 4-pack of this in the future, absolutely. Lord Hobo, I think, is one of those names. They make beer to a certain quality all the time. I really dig that, and this is a perfect example of the quality through and through. Their website is, exactly what every single body in the world should be doing with their websites. It's short and sweet and to the point. Picture of the can, description of the beer, alcohol, ABV, malt, hops, and aroma, flavor characteristics. That's it. Done. The whole page for this Virtuoso was 1.5 phone screens. I mean, it was nothing. It's perfect. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. I don't know if you could tell, but this is not going to be a hard beer to finish. This is awesome. So, yeah, thanks for clicking. I hope this video turns out okay, unlike my last couple attempts. So I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.